Kia ora, Aotearoa, and it has been a wet day for many parts of the country. Up in the North Island, we see this rain band starting to move onto the country this afternoon and evening. Could bring some heavier falls as it does, and some possible thunderstorms for parts of Northland, Auckland, parts of the Waikato, Taranaki, as well as the Bay of Plenty. In the South Island, similar story. That low pressure system moves across. We've already seen snowfall in those inland parts of the South Island, but below that snow line, some rainfall, especially in these eastern places. So that is the trend for the rest of the day. And heading into the overnight period, we see this rain band starting to move off the country, but the next band of showers are expected to come on tomorrow. So I mentioned that snow. We've had some snowfall on some of those roads, those higher level roads, and we do still have a couple of road snowfall warnings. The one down in Linda's Pass still valid for the next couple of hours, while these ones up at Arthur's Pass and Porter's Pass go into the evening. So do check metservice.com for more details around those. So looking at the temperatures overnight, there is quite a lot of cloud cover expected over the North Island. So we see those temperatures in the mid to upper single digits down here, around 8 degrees in the capital and dropping down to around 7 in Auckland. Down in the South Island, the upper half as well as the eastern places also under cloud. So we see those temperatures in the positives, the mid singles. However, down south where those clouds do clear as the day goes on, a cooler night expected down there. So let's have a look at what we're expecting tomorrow. We see that main rain band is now mostly off the country, meaning the east actually starts off maybe a little bit more clear, but things do change as the day goes on. We'll have more details on that in a moment. While out here in the west, still those showers moving onto the country. Down south, we see the flow around this weather system still pushing on some moisture. So still a wet day expected in those eastern portions, while in the west of the South Island and the far south, a lot clearer tomorrow expected. So let's have a closer look at the North Island. Things could be starting off with some fog patches in parts of Waikato and Bay of Plenty, but for the rest of the day, some scattered showers up in Northland, Auckland, and these western portions during the day as well. In the east, we saw it starts off fairly clear, but as the day goes on, that rain makes a reappearance, and even a possibility of some thunderstorms in those Tairāwhiti Gisborne ranges. Down south in the lower North Island, a strong southerly push is expected. So quite a windy day expected with those showers. It could be quite a wintry, almost sideways rain kind of day expected in the lower North Island. Then heading down to the South Island, as we saw, that moisture is still expected to bring some rainfall for those eastern parts, and quite a cloudy and drizzly day expected farther south. But those western places as well as down south, a much clearer, much brighter day expected. We could see some fog patches to start the day, but once that has cleared up, plenty of sunshine expected. So let's have a look at the temperatures expected for the North Island. As we see up north, those temperatures still in the mid-teens, around 15 up in parts of Northland as well as Auckland. The farther south you go, however, you do start to see those temperatures decreasing with that southerly flow, much cooler airflow expected, only 11 degrees down in Wellington. Then heading down towards the South Island, those temperatures are on the cooler side, the moderate side actually for these eastern places, and that is mostly due to that cloud cover. We see around 10 degrees expected all down that eastern coastline. Inland, however, it is slightly cooler, only around -5 in inland Canterbury. Then looking ahead to Saturday, we see that low pressure system is now away from the country. It is still feeding moisture, so some showers still expected for those eastern parts of the North Island. For the South Island, however, it is a brighter story expected on Saturday. As we head into Sunday, we see the flow starts to turn northwest, which means those showers and maybe even some rainfall is confined mostly to the western parts of the country. So some showers in western North Island and the western South Island. But for the east, a much brighter day during the day before some cloud makes its way onto the land by the end of the day. That's all I have for you for today. Ma te wa.